إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. O my Lord, open my chest and make my work easy. Ease the difficulty of my tongue and make my words full of wisdom. Today, the topic of the khutbah is about Wasaya Luqman. The advice Luqman rahimahullah he gave to his son. What he told his son. Today the khutbah is about those advice. First, I would like to mention about Luqman that according to some scholars, according to majority of scholars, he was a pious person, but he was not a prophet. But some scholars do agree that he was a prophet. So inshallah in this khutbah I will mention him as a rahimahullah, as a pious person. It is mentioned in Surah Luqman. Allah sent one surah on his name. And his wisdom is well known in the history also. He was a very, very wise person. That's why he is called Hakim, the person who is having wisdom, hikmah. He was having very high level of wisdom. So it is mentioned in Surah Luqman, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا لُقْمَانَ الْحِكْمَةَ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِلَّهِ وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا لُقْمَانَ الْحِكْمَةَ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِلَّهِ وَمَنْ يَشْكُرْ فَإِنَّمَا يَشْكُرُ لِنَفْسِهِ وَمَنْ كَفَرَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ حَمِيدٌ. That we have given Luqman hikmah, the wisdom, and told him to be grateful to Allah. Allah has given Luqman hikmah and he was supposed to be grateful to Allah. And whoever is grateful for his own benefit. It is next part of the ayah. وَمَنْ يَشْكُرْ فَإِنَّمَا يَشْكُرُ لِنَفْسِهِ. That if somebody is grateful to Allah, it is nothing. He is not doing anything exceptional for Allah. Allah does not need anything from us. If he is thankful to Allah, it means he is thankful to Allah for his own benefits. وَمَنْ كَفَرَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ حَمِيدٌ. And whoever denies Allah's favors, وَمَنْ كَفَرَ, whoever denies Allah's favors, so Allah is Ghani Hamid. Allah does not need anything. He is already Ghani. He has everything. And He is praiseworthy, Hamid. So Allah does not need anything, but the person should be grateful. And what is the hikmah? How important it is? Al-hikmah is the understanding. And brothers, if you notice around yourself, you will feel the importance of knowledge and understanding is so good that a person can excel in any field of life. Of course, if he is having the wisdom from Quran, that is the most beautiful thing. But even if you see the people who have good general knowledge, if you discuss with them something, you will feel some level of understanding in them. So that is why ilm, to get the ilm is very important. And inshallah, one person will see knowledge, Allah will guide him to the straight path. So that this feeling of getting knowledge to understand the things is very important. And of course, as a Muslim, the first priority or the first obligation on us is to understand Quran and Sunnah and then worldly knowledge, whatever we can get. And from this worldly knowledge also we can get the science of Tawheed. The science of Tawheed. From this worldly knowledge also we can understand. For example, if we see the sun and moon coming in the right time and we know the mechanism, how they work, then when we read Quran, we will find out that Allah has mentioned in Quran 40 million years ago. They are getting in their service. So this will give us the sign of At-Tawheed, that there is someone who is controlling this world. There is someone who is the most powerful. We can find some powerful person in this world, but they are not the most powerful. They can be more powerful from that person, and that person, and that person. Comparison is there. But the most powerful is only Allah. And the one who is having power in this world is having power only because of Allah. Because Allah has given him. In Surah Al-Baqarah it is mentioned, يُؤْتِي الْحِكْمَةَ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَمَنْ يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ فَقَدْ أُوتِيَ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا وَمَا يَذَّكَّرُ إِلَّا أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. That He gives wisdom to whom He wills. Allah. He gives wisdom to whom He wills. يُؤْتِي الْحِكْمَةَ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَمَنْ يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ فَقَدْ أُوتِيَ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. And whoever He has given this wisdom, who has got this wisdom, he has got something very exceptional. خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. The good thing which is very, very good, much good. So if somebody is getting hikmah, it is one of the most important blessing of Allah on him. Because he will understand. وَمَا يَذَّكَّرُ إِلَّا أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. And the people who remember Allah, they are only those who are people who understand. So Luqman has got hikmah. So he understood Allah's oneness and the Allah's messages. Although according to majority scholars he was not a prophet, but he was so good in understanding that he has got the message of Tawheed, he has got the message of right and wrong. So when he advised his son in Surah Luqman, the first advice which he gave to his son was about Tawheed, not to associate somebody with Allah. وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا لُقْمَانَ الْحِكْمَةَ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِلَّهِ. This ayah, he got the hikmah, and second, then the next ayah, it was he saying, وَإِذْ قَالَ لُقْمَانُ لِابْنِهِ وَهُوَ يَعِظُهُ يَا بُنَيَّ لَا تُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. That, oh my son, he said to his son when he was advising him, oh my son, don't associate with somebody with Allah. So brother, if you read Quran and Hadith anywhere, the first step we should keep in our mind is at-tawheed. If we understand the importance of not associating somebody with Allah in his oneness, in his association, we cannot associate anything even with his properties. We cannot say, though, we are getting some help from this person to reach Allah. So oneness means complete oneness. Oneness means complete oneness. So the first advice here is not to associate somebody with Allah. Inna shirka la dhulmun adhim. Verily, indeed, the association with Allah is the biggest injustice. It is not the normal dhulm. It is the biggest injustice, which is not forgivable. Any other sin, if Allah wants, He will forgive. Because His property of Ghafurur Rahim is very strong. But shirk, He will not forgive. As is mentioned in Surah Nisa, Inna Allah la yaghfiru an yushraka bihi wa yaghfiru ma duna dhalika liman yasha wa man yushrik billahi faqad iftara ithman 'azima. Indeed, Allah does not forgive association with Him, but He forgives what is other than that for whom He wills. For whom He wills. If we want to forgive somebody, or if we want to forgive some sin, He can forgive except shirk. He will not forgive shirk. And the nation before us who were destroyed, they were having too many bad things. But the biggest reason for destruction was shirk. Associating somebody with Allah. Not to acknowledge that there is one God, only one God, who is Allah. وَمَنْ يُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدِ افْتَرَىٰ إِثْمًا عَظِيمًا. And whoever associates somebody with Allah, he is putting a false accusation. And it is the biggest thing, Isman Azim. He is saying something from his own. And it is the biggest thing. So, even on this shirk, there is no chance. Once we cross this level, then we will inshallah get the second steps of Iman. And another surah is mentioned, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَلَمْ يَلْبِسُوا إِيمَانَهُمْ بِظُلْمٍ أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ الْأَمْنُ وَهُمْ مُهْتَدُونَ. It is from Surah Al-An'am, that they who believe, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, and do not mix their belief with injustice. That they do not mix their belief, their iman with injustice, dhulm. Those will have security and they are guided. Once the Sahaba they listened to this ayah, they became worried because every Sahaba thought, each Sahaba thought that maybe we have done some dhulm at some time. We have committed some mistake. They came to Prophet and they said, Prophet Ayyuna lam yadlimu nafsahu. Any one of us has not done any dhulm at some time in our life. Then Prophet said, no, this dhulm which is mentioned in this ayah, it is the dhulm which Luqman mentioned for his son, means shirk. So the injustice in belief is not at all acceptable. Injustice in belief is not at all acceptable. So this first nasiha from Luqman was one of the most important nasiha. And the way he is mentioning to his son in a very nice manner. First of all, it was his love for his son, that he said whatever he has learned in his life, from his wisdom and from his observation, whatever he has learned, he wanted to convey this message to his son. So it is from his heart that he loved his son too much. So this is the part that how the love of the parents is for children. And the way he is telling in a very soft manner, Ya Bunayya, O my son. So this is the first lesson. And we should also mention, if we want to explain something to somebody, we should mention in the nice manner. We should not be harsh with somebody while teaching him something, especially about Islam. Anything. We should be soft with our children. We should be soft with our colleagues. And anybody whom we want to accept the message of Islam. Because there is no way, there is no chance that somebody will accept the message of Islam by force. We have to set an example by ourselves. As our Prophet Muhammad, he was the best example. He was the best example. Not only in his beliefs, but in his character or in everyday life. That's why Islam is spread so fast. Then Luqman mentioned another nasiha. Ya bunayya innaha in taku mithqala habbatin min khardalin fatakun fi sakhratin aw fi as-samawati aw fi al-ardi ya'ti biha Allah inna Allaha latifun khabir. That, O my son, indeed, if wrong should be the weight of a mustard, if we have done something wrong, even a weight of a small seed, or it is hidden somewhere in a rock or in the heavens of the earth, anywhere, Allah will brought it in front of you. So don't think if we have done something wrong and Allah will not notice. Of course, Allah is well knowing. He knows everything. So it will be brought in front of you. Verily Allah is subtle and abundant. Allah is knowing everything is small and He is knowing everything. So it is the next nasiha of Luqman. Because he wants his son to know that you are not left alone in this world. You are always being watched by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is mentioned in many places in the Quran. For example, Surah Zilzal. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. That if somebody has done a small good deed, size of an atom, mithqal dharra, very very small, it will be brought forward to him. And whatever he has done wrong also will be shown to him. So no chance. We cannot hide anything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Surah Al-Baqarah, وَإِن تُبْدُوا مَا فِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَوْ تُخْفُوهُ يُحَاسِبْكُم بِهِ اللَّهُ. That whatever you have shown or whatever you have not shown, Allah will take hisab from them. The calculation is going on. Whatever you have done openly or not openly, the calculation is going on. Although, if somebody is doing something openly and he is not feeling shame, it is the worst part. But it does not mean that we should continue doing everything bad in our lives that we are not doing openly. The first step, okay, we should stop doing it openly. But immediately we should try to stop hidden in our homes when nobody is watching us, because Allah is watching us. Because Allah is watching us. I remember one incident, I don't know if it is mentioned in some story or something, that somebody was praying in the home and by ear the door opened. And the sound of the door opening he heard. So he started his prayer more strongly. He was in ruku or sujood, he remained in sujood for 5-10 minutes. And then he sat up on the ruku. From the sujood he saw that one dog came inside after opening the door. So because of that dog, to show this dog, he was taking long sujood. He did not know that Allah is watching him. He was making quick prayers. As soon as he heard the sound, his sajda became long. So we should remember that Allah is watching us always. We don't have to show this sujood and ruku to somebody else except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then another nasiha, Ya bunayya aqimis salat wa'mur bil ma'rufi وَنْهَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَاصْبِرْ عَلَى مَا أَصَابَكَ إِنَّ ذَلِكَ مِنْ عَزْمِ الْأُمُورِ. That, O my son, establish prayer in all the commandments. Aqim as-salah, aqim as-salah, aqim as-salah. Establish prayer with all its attributes. Don't make a prayer only a habit that we have to do exercise and we have to go back to our work. We should understand the establishment of prayer, from making wudu to making niyyah, and how to pray properly to be accepted by Allah, inshallah. So he said, O my son, establish prayer, enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong, and be patient whatever difficulty comes over you. Be patient whatever difficulty comes over you. It is also very important association. In the Quran, many places, salah and sabr, they are mentioned together. Prayer and be patient, this is mentioned together. Indeed, that is the matter requiring determination. And sabr requires more determination. It requires more determination. That is why it was difficult for the people who are not having iman. وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ إِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ. That take the help from patience and prayers. And verily, it is difficult, it is very, very big thing for the people who are, except those who are fearful to Allah. Who are fearful to Allah, it is easy for them. But who are not fearful to Allah, it was difficult. Or in Allah ma'as-sabirin, in the Surah Al-Baqarah says, Surah another ayah, that Allah is with the people who are having patience. The patience is very important. And salah, we know that it stops us from the bad deeds. May Allah make our salah so strong that it should stop us from the bad deeds. But alhamdulillah, whoever is coming to masjid and whoever is trying to pray regularly, even he is not getting the benefit right away because of the weakness of our own self, he should not stop striving. Because Allah will give him, inshallah, more strength in his prayers. The niyyah should be there, the intention should be there, and then practice should be there, and then patience should be there. Patience should be there. Not only that today I pray 5 times a day with Jama'ah and tomorrow 2-3 prayers I did not pray. This is not acceptable. Even for any kind of good deed, especially for salah, it is completely acceptable. Because salah we cannot leave. The importance of salah is so high that it is mentioned here after Tawheed. It is mentioned here after Tawheed. Then another nasiha. وَلَا تُصَعِّرْ خَدَّكَ لِلنَّاسِ وَلَا تَمْشِ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَحًا إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ كُلَّ مُخْتَالٍ فَخُورٍ. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ كُلَّ مُخْتَالٍ فَخُورٍ. That do not turn your face to your cheeks in front of the people in a proudful manner, in a harsh manner, and the people will feel that this person is thinking that I am very strong. Do not face the people like this. And do not walk through the earth exultantly, very strongly, that I am walking on the earth because I am having more money or more power or something. I am more strong than others. We should be down to earth. Because all power belongs to Allah. Whatever we have got is from Allah, and whenever He wants, He will take it away from us. And whoever He wants, He will give it to Him. So we should not forget, and we should not have this kind of attitude. It is mentioned another place in the Quran that you cannot become higher than the mountains, or you cannot live through the earth. Is anybody stronger like this? Then who can, if we walk, we can live through the earth? No. Who can live the earth? No. Anybody can be higher than the mountains? No. So why, on what base we are having pride, or somebody is having pride? There is no chance. Brothers, even a small level of pride is not acceptable in Islam. Even the smallest level of pride, it is not at all acceptable. It is mentioned in Hadith. Even the size of an atom. And the kibr, the pride, the bigness is only for Allah. Al-kibru ridai. This is Allah's sheet, Allah's calling sheet, or Allah's build. This nobody else can have kibr. Even a small level of kibr, he cannot have. He should remember, when the death will come, all this kibr, all this strength will go in vain. And the death will not give time. فَإِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهُمْ لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ سَاعَةً وَلَا يَسْتَقْدِمُونَ. That it will not give even little bit of time. Not one moment before or moment after. So we should not have kibr. We should be fearful to Allah, and whatever Allah has given us, alhamdulillah. But whenever He wants, He can take it away from us. And our life is so small. So continuously we should strive to improve ourselves in character, in iman, and continuously we should concentrate on these nasa'ih, these advices, which is mentioned in Surah Luqman and which is mentioned in many different surahs in Quran. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد. Brother, please move forward. There are people standing outside, and I want to make it full before, because at the time here sometimes people have to run to complete the sum. Please move forward as much as possible. In Surah Luqman, in between this nasa'ih, it is mentioned that Allah mentioned about the parent, the mother, who bear the child and with the pain or pain, with too much difficulty, and that she fed her baby for 2 years. So we should be grateful to the parents. In this nasa'ih, among these nasa'ih, Allah mentioned, it is not the advice of Luqman, but it is mentioned in between the surah. And in the next ayah, it is mentioned clearly that if your parents tell you to stop praying Allah or to associate somebody with Allah, then you should not accept that. If parents tell you to stop to associate somebody with Allah, you should not accept. What should we do? To fight with them? Anybody have an answer? Any child? Yes, you. What will you do if your parents stop you to do shirk, to associate somebody with Allah? What will you do? You will not listen to them. That is, I will tell you. What next you will do? Yes, very good. MashaAllah, good answer. You have to stay obedient. Otherwise, you have to be very, very good with them. Otherwise, you have to be very, very good with them. Only obedience in association with somebody with Allah is not accepted. But general behavior still will remain the same. Brothers, in this ayah, there are 2 important points are mentioned. One important point is that how important is the place of parents in the eyes of Allah. And on the other hand, how important is not to associate somebody with Allah. So both points are mentioned. No chance of association with somebody with Allah and no chance of misbehavior with parents. No chance of misbehavior with parents. So it is one of the most important part in our everyday manners. Because anywhere you find it is mentioned, Ubudullah wa bil walidayni ihsan. That obey Allah, worship Allah, and do ihsan with your parents. Do good deeds. Do good behavior with the parents. Be good with the parents. Be good with the parents. Everywhere. So there is no chance. So in this khutbah, few important points are mentioned, but which were the basic points of our iman? Tawheed, Salah, and Sabr. Sabr is so important because without Sabr, the insan is in loss. As mentioned in Surah Al-Asr, Innal insana lafi khusr. That verily, insan is in loss. Illa alladhina amanu, except those who believed, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and did good deeds, وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ, and they recommend haqq and they recommend sabr. Not only they have believed, but they have to do the good work also, and they have to recommend, they have to tell others about the haqq, the right thing, and about the sabr, the patience. So it is so important. And look in this surah, Amilus Salihat, good deeds are very important. So it is not like somebody is having good iman inside and it is not showing outside. If you have good iman inside, if you have the fear of Allah, it should be shown outside. It should be shown outside. That's how your character will show to the non-believers that this person, because of the fear of Allah, he is good to the society. He is good in his work. He is sincere in his work. So example setting is very important. Inshallah, our deen will become stronger and stronger, but we have to improve our character. And we have to improve our character by not only our practice as well as the way of talking to others, the way we should present our deen to the others, even our Muslims and our non-Muslims also. May Allah give us strong iman and the best of the actions and the best of the worship, and to follow the path of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to be the best example for the whole world, so that the Islam can spread throughout the world and this deen will become strong in this world, inshallah. Allahumma ighfir li hayyina wa mayyitina wa shahidina wa ghaibina wa saghirina wa kabirina wa dhakarina wa unsana. Allahumma man ahyaytahu minna fa ahyihi ala al-Islam wa man tawaffaytahu minna fa tawaffahu ala al-iman. Allahumma shfi mardana warham mawtana wa la tukhayyib raja'ana ya rabbal alamin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adhaban nar. Rabbana hab lana min azwajina wa dhurriyyatina qurrata a'yun waj'alna lil muttaqina imama. Rabbi ij'alni muqima as-salati wa min dhurriyyati. Rabbana wa taqabbal du'a. Rabbana ighfir li wa li walidayya wa lil mu'minina yawma yaqumul hisab. Rabbi irhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. Rabbi irhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. Rabbi irhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. Inna Allaha ya'muru bil 'adli wal ihsani wa ita'i dhil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi ya'idukum la'allakum tadhakkarun. Fadhkuruni adhkurkum washkuruni wa la takfurun.